Good morning, everyone. This is Christian Duke, MD Noble Weekly, episode 15, brought to you courtesy of IronMagLabs.com. Today is Wednesday, September 27th, and we got a great show for you. Last Saturday, I was at the MPC Rooby in Boca Raton, where I got to meet and interview Jason, Genova, Prince, Andrew, Dale, Cornelius was there, Brad was there. It was great. Between the prejudging and the night show, I also went out and interviewed Diana Maybrook, MPC bikini superstar, entrepreneur, great girl, just 20 years old and has so much potential. It was a great competition. Big thank you to Tim Gardner for hooking me up with a press pass at the 11th hour. Also, big thank you to David Gandalf, MC extraordinaire. Great show. Next, I want to talk about Kai Green. Now, this story doesn't have a lot to talk about, but it's the substance. The last Ramblin' Freak was phenomenal because one of the things Greg Valentino said was how obsessed Phil Heath was with Louis Marco. The first thing after winning 7 Mr. Olympias this guy can think about is making that ridiculous video against Louis. Well, Kai Green also shouted out Louis Marco, and they had a good laugh at the expense of the Bubble Gut Bonanza. So it was interesting. And you know, Kai is a huge Louis Marco fan. He even said that he would fly Louis out to do an interview of him. He trusts him that much. So it's interesting. You know, you don't need a magazine or a show or a radio show or TV show, whatever, to be, relevant. Louis has basically rewritten the rules on that. Arnold Classic Europe, MD, phenomenal coverage, no competition. I mean, play-by-plays, paparazzi photos, you name it. MD was there. Great interview. Giles interviewed the Big Bad Wolf. Phenomenal interview. Love his interviewing skills. Big Ramy won the show. And Big Ramy is also planning to do the Arnold Classic Columbus, which is where the Big Bad Wolf is doing his comeback. Do you guys think Dennis Wolf can stop the Egyptian phenom? You know, the Dennis Wolf of old could, but can he now in 2017? Interesting question. Flexitron takes a 5th. Again, Chris, what are you doing? Now Flexitron takes 5th, giving up 3rd and 4th to guys he beat at the Olympia. You know, what's going on? Bonnick also looks phenomenal. Kudos to him. Also, I want to talk about an article I wrote last week in support of Chanel, Jane, and Rich Piana's Team 5%. There's a lot going on right now on social media. A lot of people are attacking Sarah. And, in my article, I didn't want to attack her, but what I did in my article was say, why the video of Rich nearly overdosing on allegedly insulin in a hotel room? Why make a video? Why not help your husband? Why ask him questions when he's about to crash into a bed or crash into a mirror in the bathroom? Why is there an audio recording of Sarah being confronted for allegedly stealing and for her mom allegedly stealing and for Rich allegedly selling gear? Why is there an audio recording of that? And why is all of this coming out now after Rich passed away? It doesn't make sense to me. And anyone trying to tarnish Rich's legacy is doing just that, trying. They're not going to succeed because Team 5% isn't going to skip a beat. And Rich Piana touched so many people. His legacy is, bulletproof. It's going to live on indefinitely, perpetually into the future. And finally, I want to talk about this gentleman here, Iranian bodybuilder. I'm probably going to butcher his name, but Hadi Choopan. And 1983 Mr. Olympia, Samir Banu even, talked about him on a very, very big social media posting, saying that he beat the Welsh Dragon Flex Lewis in a variety of poses and invited, his readers to comment. And other people, probably Flex Lewis fans, are saying that a lot of the shots are photoshopped, and people are even saying that Hadi's got a pretty bad distension issue, a gut issue. But that's all fine, but the reason that I'm covering this is because there have been alleged death threats made against Flex Lewis and members of his family, allegedly by Hadi's supporters. And other people have said that way back in the day when Baito Abaspor was competing, God rest his soul, his supporters are doing the same thing to Flex Lewis also. And I think that, it's great to be hardcore about, bodybuilders that you like, almost to the point of being irrational sometimes at the gym or on message boards or even at shows. But when it comes to death threats, attacking people's families, attacking people's spouses, that's unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable. It's not just words. It's unacceptable. People need to get a reality check. They need to put their reality, their sense of reality in check, their sense of decency in check, their moral compass in check, because there's certain things you don't say and certain things you don't do. So if death threats were made, if threats were made against people's families, that's totally unacceptable. And that does not belong in bodybuilding. All right, guys. Well, I'm talking very low because I don't have my microphone with me. I'm using the webcam microphone. And if I talk any louder than this, it has an echo effect, which I'm hoping this level of my voice, very subdued voice, did not create. Anyways, thank you so much. And by the way, if you ever get so angry with bodybuilding that you just have to just be a jerk, don't. Take some great supplements from IronMagLabs.com and go to the gym and work out that aggression. Use that aggression to build muscle. Till the next week, this is Christian Duke, MD Noble Weekly.